Hi, my name is Monica Scott, and today I will inform you about gender-neutral pronouns. Why do people use them, and really, what's the point? This information is important because a lot of people on this earth use them, and we all know at least one person in our lives that uses them. My speech will help understand what this means and why they're used. Now, let me tell you about the definitions of gender-neutral pronouns. The LGBTQ+ Resource Center of UW-Milwaukee defines them as a pronoun which does not associate a gender with the individual being discussed. Pronoun, you ask? I, you, he, she, it, we, they're all pronouns. You get the point. Now, quite a few gender-neutral pronouns are used. As you see on this list, which is a far cry from an all-inclusive list. Now, an article released by Time.com on January 17th, 2020, Katie Steinmetz wrote that people in the US created more than 200 gender-neutral pronouns. And according to the Seven Rivers LGBTQ+ group, the most widespread gender-neutral pronoun in the region is the singular they-them. What do I mean by singular? Well, we all are familiar with the they-them as a plural. But a lot of us think that the singular use of they-them is grammatically wrong. So let me explain. You see somebody down the street, you don't know their gender, and what do you say? Look at them! They're wearing some nice pair of pants. You just use they-them in a singular way. So then you ask why all these other ones, when it's they-them, is more understood. Let's, for example, say sie and here. It offers an identity to the user instead of an absence of identity. Now let me tell you about the history. The Oxford English Dictionary, or OED, says that singular they can be traced back to 1375 in a medieval romance, William and the Werewolf. And OED also suggests that the spoken word comes before the written, so we can assume that they-them has been used a lot before then. Now, the BBC News says it was still used in 1813 by Jane Austen in the novel Pride and Prejudice. However, the OED suggests that sometimes in the 1800s, the singular use of they-them was found to be grammatically wrong and to refrain from it. And then it was not widespread until recently. The BBC News says that it appeared in academic writings in 2017. And then in 2020, the Trevor Project study says that 1 in 4 LGBTQ+ members use other pronouns than he, she. So what's the point? Why do people use they, them instead of the more common he, she? Well, another Trevor Project study found that using gender-neutral pronouns reduces mental biases that favor men and increase positive attitudes towards women and the LGBTQ+ community. And some folks, especially the LGBTQ+ community, are not comfortable with he, she. Neither are a lot of the non-binary people. Non-binary means they don't identify as male or female. And since he, she equals male, female, they're just more comfortable with the they, them. So you learned about the definition of gender neutral, the history, and why people use them. In closing, let me tell you that this knowledge will help you when your child, your grandchild, or a friend comes to you and says, I want to be called something other than he, she. It will also help you understand why at the end of an email you read they, them, or he, she, or whichever. Now finally, if you've never been quite comfortable in your skin being called he, she, now you can decide what pronoun is right for you.